All right. Good morning, hello, and welcome back to the second session for the day. It is 8 a.m. Eastern now, and uh, we are scheduled to discuss a few wave counts for the dollar index, and I think we'll pick up gold, or maybe we'll touch upon the Bitcoin chart. All right, Bitcoin we already discussed in the last session if you were there with me, and it's kind of reacting on the trend line right now. Just spend 1 minute, a few seconds on that chart if you allow me to do so. Once again, I'm just making sure if the screen is proper. That's all. That is the daily chart. We don't want to mess around with any other stuff here. The only thing that I want to highlight is uh, the trend line, the 7-month-old trend line, which uh, we were discussing in the last session. Watch out for a reaction there. That's exactly, I think, we are getting a reaction now. Uh, Potential pin bar. That doesn't imply or signify uh, the turn, but yes, it does. It does open up the potential. That's for sure. All right, so maybe another 24 hours. Next session, that is the UK live tomorrow, 2:30 a.m. Eastern, when we again touch upon the wave counts and stuff like trend lines and Fibonacci ratios, etc. I think we should have something on our hands. Let's touch base with the dollar index chart right now. Okay. First, to help every one of us understand what we are doing and why we are doing so, let's understand the basic tenet or basic structure of the wave principle. That is, this is an impulse wave. Primarily, it is called as a motive wave, and out of there are two types of motive waves. One is an impulse, the second one is a diagonal, right? Which we have already touched upon in the previous education videos. Now we are doing case studies, 2 sessions a day. Mostly we are touching base with Bitcoin, dollar index, Euro, USD, gold. I think if I find a chart of Ethereum, that is very interesting as well. I think next session, when we are here, I think I'm going to dedicate one full session for the crypto. We've got the first leg, or first wave, sorry. Please remember the motive wave, it could be an impulse or an ending diagonal. In this case, we are discussing an impulse. You would want to label these motive waves as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They subdivide into 5 waves. When 5 waves are complete, the first wave, or the first leg of one higher degree is produced, as I've labeled into brackets wave 1. Okay. Now this impulse could be the beginning of a bear trend, as we are talking about a dropping market, or this impulse could be a part of a flat or an expanded flat. All right. Please remember the wave structure or the sub waves of a flat, the standard flat or an expanded flat, which we discussed in the last session. It is a 335. So the last wave, that is wave C, can unfold and subdivide into five waves. So be very watchful and be very thoughtful with the wave counts that are being plotted whenever you are looking at chart. All right, there are always they would always be alternates. Keep those in your mind, and that will help you out in your trading life. All right, as far as the chart is concerned, right now we are somewhere in the fifth wave. I think we have not yet completed the fifth wave. All right, quickly the properties of an impulse wave. Waves 1, 3, and 5, they subdivide into five waves themselves. What it means is that waves 1, 3, and 5, they themselves are motive waves. That is, they subdivide into five waves individually as well. That is point number one you need to keep in your mind. Mostly, wave 3 will be a typical impulse wave. All right. Of course, when I say it's going to be an impulse wave, it implies that it is a motive wave as well, because impulse is one of the type of motive wave. Okay. And then the rule number two, out of waves 1, 3, and 5, wave 3 will be mostly the longest or the sharpest of them all, but it cannot be the shortest. This point we need to remember, because this is where most mistakes can be happening. Please remember, the third wave can never be the shortest. It is mostly the longest one from between waves 1, 3, and 5, but it's never the shortest. So that thing needs to be in your mind. Point number three, this should be the first point actually. Wave 2 does not go beyond the territory of the head of wave 1. Alright. And last point to remember is that wave 4 will never enter the territory of the first wave. Alright. These are the properties or rules or guidelines, whatever you say, for an impulse. All right, then let's try and plot the analogy on the live chart. I'm going to change the degrees here because we need to do some subwaves as well. ABC, the second wave, as it is called. Wave 3 now would subdivide into 5 waves, right? So let's try and plot that. I'm not doing the subwaves for the fourth wave here. It's an ABC wave 4. What what remains to be seen, I think, if what we're doing is correct, then the fifth wave within the third wave was an extended one. I would like to plot. This is not only wave 5, but it is also wave 5, numeric 5, and it is also bracket 3. Let's go once again now. Wave 1, and then ABC wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. By all means, it could be wave 3, and wave 3 of a larger degree, right? Because we plotted into brackets. Then we've got ABC wave 4 of the same degree. Believe it or not, maybe not very sound on the theory part, but it's very important that you understand yourself the practical implication of the wave principle. If you understand the practical implementation or implication, it's not too much on the theory. We are not here to, as I always keep on saying, it's not an exam that we are doing. I may be going wrong. This is a live session. Always, it's not that a video has been prepared and edited and uh, done very well and then uploaded. No, none of my videos are I don't have a habit of doing it that way. It's always live. So, and I don't fear making mistakes at all in life as well. How, why should I fear making mistakes in front of my own family? Okay, so always, if you have anything to discuss, always comment on a particular video link, or ways to contact me. The best part is if you're subscribed here, we can always stay in touch. So we've got waves 1, 2, 3, and potentially, as we have been discussing in the late sessions, if you have been following those lately, uh, we have been talking about the fourth wave into play, all right, and that's what is unfolding right now.